Hello, stream.
Oh, good. I'm not muted. Hi.
Dengle will be back in a minute, and then we'll get started after a few minutes. How is everyone tonight?
I'm all right.
A little tired, but so far this week has not been nearly as bad as last week, so I count that as a win.
For sure. Ooh, I need to fix things for just a moment. So the screen's going to change.
Sure.
We have music again. I just had to fix that. So I'm super thrilled I got the job offer that I've been hoping for. It's going to be long as hell days. Oh my god, is it going to be long days? But
Which one was it?
it's for a management position at a state local store. So yeah, I'm very thrilled about that. 18 an hour, which is woohoo! I was making under 16 prior to this. And it's going to be 40 hours a week, except it's going to be 10-hour days, and it's half hour to 45 minutes away. So I'm going to be gone for like 11 and a half hours. Long days. Long days. But I get 3 days off a week because I'm getting my full 40 hours done in 4 days. I'll take it. So yeah, long days. Depending on what days, that might be pushing our games back for 15 minutes or so, just so I can get home on time and get things set up, but not by anything crazy, because my shift is going to swap either from mornings to closings, and throughout the week it will change. Just explaining my new schedule, Dengle. It's going to be 10-hour days, and it's half an hour to 45 minutes away. So it's our games might need to be pushed back by 15 minutes depending on the day, but that's not a huge deal. Because I start somewhere between the 2nd and the 7th, depending on when the background stuff comes through. Sorry. You good there, Zava? How are you tonight, Dengle?
Alive.
Some days that's all we can ask.
Most days.
Overworked, underpaid.
Yes, and yes. Anything you guys want to go over? I have you marked down as 4 superficial damage still, Rufus? For Rufus?
Yep, I should have.
Okay.
Yep, I should have fed and took care of that, but it's fine.
It's okay.
We're too far now.
Yeah. Well, we're starting halfway through the night, don't forget.
Yeah.
I've got William at 1 hunger, Uriel at 2, and Rufus at 3.
Yep.
That is what I have.
Rufus, you're getting dangerous here.
It's fine.
4 superficial, 3 hunger. Living the dangerous life.
Good old Ravnos mentality.
Yeah, something like that. At least they don't have the risk taker flaw.
No, not at all. Not at all. Is there anything you guys would like to go over before we start?
I'm all set. I did it by Sense the Unseen, by the way.
Okay. Make note of that. Anyone else do anything like that?
Not this time.
Not
Nope.
this time.
You know what I'm saving for.
I do know what you're saving for, and I can say I am quite thrilled about it.
At the end of this particular game, I am going to be buying something, and I will let you know what that is. I still haven't fully decided which one I want.
Okay. Oh, did you guys see the new domain sheet that I posted?
Yes.
So that's exciting. We have figured out fun ways to do things. But the door's open upstairs. Go outside.
Go be independent, jeez.
I know. Let me go shuffle her outside, but I don't actually need to go far. Let's go.
For those of you curious, it's either going to be larceny or stealth.
What, that you buy?
Yes.
Ah.
Right now, I do okay versus most people, but I want to be actually decent.
Oh, on your stealth?
On the stealth, yeah, but also for larceny, I got 3
That's true.
die to roll with that, and
You're like the only one here that has that.
yeah. I'll probably do larceny because most everything falls under my specialization for stealth.
It really does, especially here. For now. Wait till I get you guys out of the major part of the city. Guys, excited for all the NPCs tonight? It's gonna be a party!
Yeah, something like that.
I mean, there will be a lot of people and there will be a lot of moving. Okay. Well, if there is nothing else that you guys would like to talk about, go over, or plan beforehand, we can get started. All good?
Yeah, I think so.
Ready when you are, Captain.
Alrighty.
Yep.
Making sure you didn't want to do planning.
Planning.
All right. Who would like to do our recap?
There were zombies.
Among other things, yes. Let's see here. There were zombies. We have a new Hakata friend, which may or may not be a quote-unquote finance expert.
Who may or may not like us.
Probably on the may not, but it's fine. That'll change. Rufus's newest friend got to go off and do his own thing and process on their own terms, which is probably not ever going to come back and bite him. Let's see here. We are currently at the art park, and we're tracking down the actual source of said zombies. Also, there may or may not be a movie that needs to be made between William and Rufus.
Yeah, can't wait to see how that one's going to turn out.
I've thrown out some joke ideas, but we'll see how many of those actually stick.
Yeah. Plus, anything else that might pop up because of that. Who knows? So, we did leave off halfway through the evening. You guys are talking, just beginning to talk to the Thin Bloods. I believe you dispatched a singular zombie, and then everyone started coming up where T and Chris have held a zombie in place while Uriel and Quinn dispose of them. And then Rufus and William are coming up now. So, I forgot introductions. I'm Feyla. I'm the storyteller for the evening. Joining me tonight is Dengle playing Rufus, Nenavar playing William,
Hello.
and Buttons playing Uriel.
Good evening.
Okay. So, Quinn and Uriel both have their firearms out. Dengle and Rufus. Jesus. Rufus and William are coming up onto them. I'm sorry. I'm very tired.
It's quite all right. So I assume that this isn't the last of them. My cats are being jerks.
T will speak up. No, there's a bunch of others kind of all over the place. The others have spread out, trying to keep them contained a little bit because we don't want issues out there.
Good. Do we have a general idea of where they're coming from? Because we should probably take care of this sooner rather than later.
I'm guessing it's from the nearest cemetery. Way over there in Sabatland.
Something at least. Hopefully it's not overly guarded.
Now that's the direction they all came from?
Are there any shipping warehouses near here? Just out of curiosity.
I mean, there's a bunch of warehouses, and she'll kind of point you towards the nearest few.
That's just worst case scenario. It's a contingency plan that might need to happen.
And what's the contingency plan?
Route them in and burn it down.
No. More along the lines of steal a semi and drive through a crowd of zombies.
Obviously not what I was expecting, but okay.
I mean, that could work.
I just hope that's not actually what we need to do, because then there would be other questions raised.
Yeah, that would cause a pretty big scene, I think.
Right. I don't think we're filming a movie will cover that one.
Oh, is that what you told everyone?
Yes,
Great.
it worked.
Everyone's still here, or did they finally leave?
They left.
Thank God. We can actually do some dispatching now.
Yes.
These assholes are resilient.
Good to know. I'm going to make a couple calls in that case. get some more help for us.
Probably not the worst idea.
Unless, of course, you think your Thin Bloods can take care of all of them, which...
I mean, we can kind of contain the ones here. Maybe help will always be good for some shit like this.
Okay. I'll turn to the rest of the group. Going to see if Varia and Peter want to join us, as well as call Sylvia and see if she can spare either Spike and Buffy or Hunter, and then I'll just call Alex as well. Any other suggestions?
Can the NOS get eyes in the sky or hack into security cameras to see exactly how far the zombies have dispersed?
I'm sure they probably already have.
No, one of Charlotte's child is a good fighter, but I doubt she'll be willing to lend him.
She might be more willing than you think. I don't believe that I've had correspondence with a Toreador yet, so potentially. Which one is it? Just out of curiosity.
Wait,
You can roll an
Dengle.
intelligence check.
Dengle knew Nen wouldn't remember. That's why I wanted to put him on the spot.
Yep.
just intelligence.
You can do etiquette and intelligence.
Five.
Joseph.
Joseph, that was his name.
Don't believe I've dealt with him very much.
I believe he just came back to town.
That would track. Right. So I'm going to give my people a call. If you two want to give others a call, I'm also going to send a text message to Mike and see if he wants to join the festivities. He might be a little bit bored.
Okay.
All right. So, yeah.
Where would you
Rufus.
like to start?
Rufus will go ahead and start at Varia. That one's
Okay.
probably fairly quick and easy.
You shoot her off a text.
Yes. Would you care to help us with some zombies? Also, if you would ask Peter as well, it might come better from you rather than from me.
Like actual zombies?
Yes.
What kind of necromancer bullshit is this? Let me go talk to Grumpy Pants.
If either of you want to join the party, it'll be at, and give the name of the art park.
Okay. Give me a little bit to get him.
Okay. And kind of the same thing with Mike. If first off, seeing if Mike's overly busy.
Little bit, but this sounds like a big deal. I will get Motor to cover me and I'll be there soon.
Oh, fun. Good. And then finally actually calling Sylvia.
It rings for a minute, and towards the end of the time, she'll pick up. Hello?
How busy are you and your friends right now?
I mean, we just finished up doing a walk.
Okay. If we had to, I don't know, break through a wall of resilient, formerly alive beings, who do you think would be best of your group?
I'm sorry, what?
That's about what it sounds like.
Okay, if you want someone who isn't gonna move, you want Hunter.
Okay. If you are willing to and are capable of sparing Hunter for the better part of the rest of the evening, please send him over to, and again, name of the art park. I actually might have someone good for him to mentor if he so chooses. That will also be on the way.
Okay, I'll hang on. And you can the phone is pulled away and she talks to him for a minute or two. Or for less than a minute. Yeah, he'll be on his way soon. I think Spike is sending the cat just so we can keep an eye on things.
Fine by me. I will do everything in my power to keep the cat safe.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about that thing. It has like 200 lives.
Good. And then finally calling Bill.
Okay. He'll pick up. Yeah.
How far away from an art park are you?
I don't know, 20 minutes, 30 minutes.
Okay. Can you please come by and drop off Alex, and then you can go get some sleep?
Yeah. Is this a rush order?
Sooner the better.
Sure. I think I know where they are.
There's a reason why I don't want you staying around.
I'll keep that in mind. You need me to
Thank
bring
you.
you anything else?
Whatever's good for zombies.
I'm not even gonna ask.
Right.
Okay. Be there soon. And he'll hang up.
Thank you.
Is there anyone else Rufus wanted to contact?
He will send a message to Damien, just trying to check in, see if there's any response.
Not yet. So, if there wasn't anyone else, we will step over to William. So, what did you want to do?
And we'll be giving Charlotte a call.
Okay. Deidre picks up like usual. Hello?
Hey, Deidre. I was hoping to talk to Charlotte. We kind of need to borrow Joseph for a bit.
That's highly specific. Hang on, she's finishing up a song here in a minute. And she'll put you on hold. And, well, Rufus is making his calls. You about maybe a minute ticks by. And then Charlotte does get on. Hello, William.
Good evening. I wanted to call and ask you if there was any at all possible that we borrow Joseph.
That is unexpected. Can I ask why?
We're dealing with the formerly deceased now walking among us again.
Unfortunately, him and his sister are out handling things. I do have someone I can send. They were meant to be over there tomorrow.
Okay, thank you. We are currently at such and such art park.
Right, well, give them probably 20 minutes before they get there.
Thank you.
Of course. Oh, did you need anything sent along with them?
Make sure they're armed.
Okay.
Or if they have anything useful against the zombies.
Right. I will have questions later. And she will hang up. And then, was there anyone else you wanted to contact? Okay. Uriel, was there anyone you wanted to get hold of?
Yeah, she'd probably text King, or they'd probably text King and ask if he's got anyone monitoring the area around the park.
You would get a text back, and it's all like the words are chopped and very much leet speak looking to save time. What do you think I do every night? What do you think I'm always doing?
I know, I just had to be sure. I'm sure you've heard we've got a mess, and I just wanted to make sure that someone was on standby in case we needed a wipe.
You get a message on your phone as you're in the middle of speaking. Yeah, I've got eyes on it.
Okay, good. Is there anything we can do to help while we're out here? Besides the obvious.
Don't let people see. I can't do that kind of magic from here.
Yes, of course.
We've only got so many ratlings to spread around now.
That's the asking. I'll leave you to it then.
And if you look at the picture, it is of you guys in the art park. From a street camera across the way. Anyone else you'd like to contact?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Anyone think of any other last minute things?
Not me.
Okay.
Nope.
So you have between 15 to 30 minutes before everyone arrives. What would you like to do?
So what else do we know about this graveyard other than that it is in Sabbat territory? Do we have entrance and exits? Do we know who's been hanging around?
Who are you asking? Just everyone?
The group in general, yeah.
T will just kind of shrug. I don't really go over there, so can't say that I know. I've not been to that graveyard.
Would Rufus know anything history-wise about that particular graveyard?
Go ahead and give me intelligence and not really a cult. Streetwise. Or academics.
Streetwise. I got 2.
Not really. It's just kind of I think it's a little bit on the older side, but there's not really anything crazy out of it. It's not huge.
And William, give it a try since it's been around for a while as well.
All of you can.
One.
You get about the same.
That was intelligence and what now?
Either streetwise or academics.
That's 5 on intelligence and academics.
There's always at least a few ghost stories that come out of places. But this one seemed relatively mundane. It's not even anything so noteworthy that you recognize its name until you really dig deep down in your thoughts and recall what you read. Like that's how little stuff has come out of this place. A couple of ghost stories, maybe.
As far as I can remember, it's always been oddly quiet. Let me see. And Uriel's going to pull out their phone and see if they can dig up a map of the cemetery.
Yep, you can pull up a map. Give me a moment. You're making me work for this one. I didn't have this pulled up and ready to go. How dare I? There we are. Oh, I was mistaken. I was recalling the wrong one. Hang on. Let me send this to you guys. So it's not tiny. And there is a historic side to it, so there might be. That's where the ghost stories probably came out of.
So what do we know about zombies? He's asking that to the group. He is asking that to the group.
They hit hard and you need to hit them harder.
They're quite, they're able to take a hit like one of us.
Hit them in the head is what I'm hearing. Hard.
That'll do it. It's not the only place you can hit them, though.
I'll keep that in mind.
I can't say I've extensively dealt with them much myself. They're not used like this very often. As you can see why.
Definitely attention getting.
Yeah, just a little bit. So, you guys spend the next little bit talking. The first one to arrive is Mike. Long time no see.
How you holding up, Mike? How you holding up, Mike?
You know, no rest for the wicked.
Definitely not.
I figured this was more your speed, given the track record that I've seen.
Yeah. Yeah, too bad some of my friends are busy tonight doing their own cleanup, or I'd have brought them here too.
Introductions might need to be made at some point, but for now, we'll worry about that later.
Group of Bruja.
That's fine by me. As long as they're not Camarilla.
No. And they're not like that Bruja.
Right, I assumed as much, given, well, you.
Yeah. Some of them working as the new Ratmans, as King likes to put it.
At least they're less noticeable when they're out and about.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, something
maybe
like
not
that.
quite as thorough, but yeah.
And you guys will explain everything going on to him. And in the middle of that explanation, Alex gets dropped off. And then the Toreador comes as well. And the Toreador is young 20s, maybe. Long brown hair. Looks like they have beaten people up in their life, so they are not a stranger as to what is probably going on.
Okay.
Hey, my name is Casey.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I've seen you around, and you would recognize her. Not to the point where you are super familiar with her, but you've seen her.
And I am Rufus, which, whether or not you knew that beforehand or not, well, welcome.
Yeah, I kind of got a little bit of a rundown.
That is Uriel. We have Quinn, Alex, and Mike. I don't know if you've met Mike yet.
No, I haven't.
So, introductions are made. I have potentially 3, but at least 2 more coming on my end. So they should be here relatively soon, to the best of my knowledge.
Right. Then you run through everything again. And by that point, Peter and Varia do show up. Who am I missing?
Hunter.
Right. Hunter will show up. Not quite yet. So Peter and Varia show up and everyone's introduced to each other. And then Varia's like, I think I'd be better off staying here. My stuff's a little bit less user-friendly for mortals.
Right. Having you as more reconnaissance probably isn't the worst idea anyway.
Yeah, I can do back and forth between people.
Right. And we're just waiting on our final party goer, which their name will be Hunter. So they are another gangrel.
Alex kind of perks up at that one.
I may or may not have specifically said something about you, Alex, to them. So, well, to their go-between. So that might be half the reason why they're coming.
That'd be nice. All I have met is my sire.
And I assume less than satisfactory.
Wasn't great, I'll tell you that.
That's unfortunately typical. But Hunter seems to be with somebody that at least has their head on straight. So
Well, that's good. And at that point, you guys see the cat named Xander come running up, and behind him trails Hunter.
speaking of, there he is.
And introductions are
And,
made between everyone.
And I assume Sylvia gave you a really fast rundown of what's going on, what's needed.
Something about zombies.
That's all you need to know. Hit them hard.
Is that for real?
Yes.
What?
I
didn't know that was a thing that could happen.
that would
Getting into things they shouldn't be getting into, as per usual.
yes.
And at this point,
That would be
are more thin bloods trickling in as well. There are quite a few, and most of them you have not seen before. Or you may recognize them, but not have known them as such.
okay.
It's about 8 or 9.
And Rufus will do a quick introduction to all of them, in case they didn't actually know who he was.
Oh, they all knew who you guys are. There's everyone else they didn't know.
So, plan is, and unless if somebody has a better one, we kind of just have to go about this head on. If there's too many, I have a backup plan, which is admittedly not the greatest idea, but it's doable.
Peter will speak up. And what's the plan?
Like I said, plan is there is a cemetery nearby that we need to just kind of go into and stop this. There's really one way of doing that. I don't think we're going to sneak past potentially hordes.
No, probably not.
So be prepared to use force. That goes for all of you. Or firearms, whichever you so choose. Like I said, if their numbers are too many or they are too thick, I can always hotwire a vehicle and run through them. A large, heavy, semi-industrial vehicle.
I mean, and this is Casey speaking out. I mean, it kind of sounds like that might be a good idea anyway.
Potentially, yes. I just don't want the extra fallout from it if we can avoid it.
Yeah, I guess.
Now, that being said, if there's like a backhoe or some sort of earth moving device that's close by the cemetery that we can use for that, I can use that, and it's not going to draw as much attention because it's supposed to be there. It's the semi truck that would be the problem.
Yeah. Are we all going with you?
Well, that is kind of dependent upon you. Some of you, I don't know exactly what you can do. Some of you, I do. So,
Right.
I know some of our thin blood friends, I don't know what you guys can do, and I think it would probably be best if you continued kind of doing what you have been doing. Make sure none of them get too far away. I will defer to Varia to kind of lead that operation. Casey, I have no idea what you can do.
I'm fast. I can shoot a gun.
That is useful, at the very least. Hunter, I have a general idea of what you can do, and you will be coming with us.
He'll nod.
Peter, I'm going to kind of leave it up to you. I have suspicions that you are probably capable, but I don't have confirmation of that.
I can. I kind of rather stay here, though. Unless you need me.
Help Varia, please. There's going to be a lot of area to cover. Having more than one person doing so probably isn't the worst idea. Quinn, unfortunately, you know more about this than anybody else here, so you're coming with us.
Yeah.
And then Alex. I know what I've been using you for, but I also know the
Yeah, I'm pretty good at a brawl. That stereotype's right.
So, I would also like for you to actually, you and Hunter, to kind of work together. I assume you do different things. However, feel like you two working together probably isn't the worst idea that we've ever had. And I know that you're relatively new to the city, therefore probably wouldn't be bad to have a mentor that isn't necessarily hasn't necessarily been here forever either, but has been around for a bit longer.
Hunter will just shrug. I don't have a problem with it. He'll pull Alex off to the side and they'll start chatting, but keeping an eye on you guys so they can leave with you.
Now, finally, like I said, deferring to my thin blood friends, if there's any of you that feel like you have value added by coming with us, I'm not going to tell you no.
I think
However,
most of
I
us would rather
understand.
stay here because, and this is T speaking, because we've kind of been going at it a while, and we know this area, and we can keep them here. Make sure none of them make it past here.
Right, and typically speaking, you and your kind are a little bit less resilient than us. Which is unfortunate, however. You also get other advantages that we don't, so.
Yeah, we can kind of take care of this.
So, I will let you defend your home and keep them corralled.
Yeah, plus if worse comes to worse, most of us, can pass as mortal more easier.
Right. And then it leaves Yuri and William. I'm not giving you two a choice. You're coming with me if I'm going.
Fair enough. Coming anyway.
Well, I appreciate the reinforcement there. And Yuri, I do apologize. I know it's not necessarily your favorite thing in the world to do. However, it is what it is at this point.
As you say.
Good news is I do have silenced pistols, so won't be loud from me.
Yeah, mine is too. Casey will speak up.
Much appreciated.
Charlotte wouldn't let me leave without that one.
Good for her.
So, without wasting too much more time, I believe we should probably get moving.
Probably.
Quinn will speak up. How are we getting there? I don't think your van has enough room for everyone unless we really squeeze in.
Right.
There are people right up on top.
Even I'm not daring enough to do that. It's already with a high center of gravity with the small lift kit that I've put on it and the larger tires. So, I would not suggest doing that.
Lucky all of you. Charlotte sent me with a car.
Well, there we go.
So who's going with who?
Naturally, I'll be driving along with Rufus.
Probably should as well.
Okay. So you can probably fit 2 more in the van without an issue. Who would you like to go with you?
I'll be nice to Quinn, and I'll take the 2 gangrel.
Okay.
Let him drive or ride in the nice cushy car.
In the sane person mobile.
That's to be determined. Because, yeah.
Okay. Then I have that. Got that. I needed this still. Okay. I should be ready. So you guys split off and make your way there. I need to go close the door so you guys can talk in the car.
I'm sure tonight won't be as bad as everybody thinks. Still won't be great, but won't be as bad as everybody thinks.
Sure, of course not. So it looks like there are two entrances to the graveyard. Do you want to pincer it, or do you want to block one off and see if we can smush them up?
Honestly, the thought was send Alex and Hunter to try to find where exactly they were, and then enter from the closest all at once rather than trying to divide our forces against a bunch of theirs. If we can basically act as a spike ourselves, and just drive through and get to the heart of it, it might be worthwhile.
Okay, so we're shock trooping it.
That's the idea.
Cool. Gotcha.
A old family friend of mine used to talk about his time leading forces and said that was the best idea for small group tactics versus large force, even given the time that it took place in. Now, that being said, it was a long time ago, so this is one of those times that I wish that we had a more modern point of reference for this.
Get someone nowhere eventually. We'll see what happens.
Right, but that's just my idea. We can go and change the planet as needed, but that's the initial idea.
I mean, it's probably a good idea to have a easily adaptable plan, so I'm all for it.
Did I have that right from what I heard?
I think we had Alex and Hunter scouting ahead to see if they could find the slightly more precise location within the cemetery that they're originating from.
If they're willing.
Hunter will pipe up. I don't have an animal form.
Okay, well,
I can.
that changes
And I'll
things.
hold up the cat. I can send him though, and he can lead us.
True. I forget that he's smarter than the average cat.
Yeah, he should listen to me. And he will leave. He'll just like stare at the cat, who stares back. Cat looks angry.
We can do that. Then send the cat in. Don't do anything that'll get yourself hurt, please. Xander.
Meow.
And when we pull up, we'll just kind of like open the door and let the cat out.
And it bolts. Like directly into it. And give me wits and awareness, everyone. I'm just going to make a standard roll for everyone.
Sure.
For everyone else.
I got 2, but there's also a skull, so...
Starting off tonight, great.
That's fine. It's not very difficult. Half the others pointed out too. If you got 2 or higher, you can see shapes moving in the graveyard. None of them are immediately at the fence, but there's shapes moving. And the other car pulls up as you guys let the cat out.
So, since there's no shapes immediately at the fence, Rufus will hop out and go converse with the other car, tell him exactly what's going on. Then he will go to the fence and try to find some sort of large machine to potentially hotwire. If we need to.
Go ahead and give me another roll.
I got another 2.
Unfortunately, there is not one within eyesight currently. Unsure if it's just immediately where you're standing or if there isn't one.
That's fine. He just won't worry about it right now. He'll find it if he needs it.
Yep.
Or a vehicle out in the street somewhere. It's fine.
So, you guys do see the fence, which looks to have been completely pried open. Like, they were not subtle about the damage they did to the fence.
Oh, that's lovely.
Well, the good news is if I have to drive a vehicle through it, it'll probably not hurt the vehicle too much. And we can leave it there in a wrecked state and they might pin it on that.
Casey speaks up like, well, I've heard worse plans.
Like I said, that's hopefully last worst case scenarios. We have to resort to that. But again, it's doable. It's not out of the realm of possibility.
Yeah.
At least
So, there's a bunch of stuff moving here. Like, way far out there. It's probably zombies, right?
I would assume, yes.
Cool. Quinn will actually start staring out there as well. We are going to give him a roll. There's ghosts too.
That want to hurt us, or
Can't tell
that are
just yet, but there's definitely more than there should be.
so I would
Oh no, really? And Uriel's gonna activate Sense the Unseen.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a roll.
Rufus also has that. I got 3.
That is okay. That's 7 on a messy crit.
Okay, so we'll get to yours in a minute. Rufus, you can't quite fully make out their forms. You're not sure if it's just because they're not tethered or what's going on, but you do see shapes moving amongst the zombies. And there is a handful of them. None of them are close enough to tell if they're aggressive or not. You, Uriel, you see that. They have more form to you, so you can make out a little bit better as to what they are. And you said it was a messy crit? So you, keeping in mind your Bane moving forward here, you really focus in because you know that there is something that the rest of them aren't seeing. And the beast in you is pushing you to see it as best as you can. And you make out farther in, like you barely spot this, a form that's different than the others. A little bit more menacing looking.
There's something back there.
You can give me intelligence and occult if you'd like.
Yes.
-2 dice.
Yes. I am going to burn a willpower to re-roll that.
Okay.
Feel like the Bane would push to do that.
Yep.
Okay, so that is 4 successes.
4. We'll probably get that for you. You, no, it's not a ghost. Might be a wraith.
Oh, I don't think I've seen one of those up close before.
One of what?
Definitely not a ghost. Might be a wraith?
That would be very bad.
Have you dealt with them before?
Unfortunately.
So it's something that you can potentially handle.
It would be better if we had that knife that Leon had. We can hurt these things.
Eerie, I believe you have a better working relationship. Might be better for you to call rather than me.
I don't know. Sounds like something he's not going to give up lightly. Or leave. I can always try, I guess. And Uriel will quickly pull out their phone and message Evelyn.
You get a response back relatively quickly. What did you need?
Any chance we could borrow Leon's knife for for part of an evening? We might be dealing with a wraith.
What?
Exactly what I said.
How? Give me a minute. Are you texting or calling?
Texting.
Okay. So yeah, it will take a minute to get back with you. In the meantime, what would you like to do?
So, Evelyn will get back to me on the knife thing. Any other things we can plan for in the meantime?
Not sure if I can do it or not. Take some time, and then we'd have to find its tether.
Fun.
Which I'm sure is in the hands of some Sabbat lackey at this point.
Yeah, probably. It's gonna take a while. I can compel the spirits, but we need its fetter.
I assume finding that would be exceedingly difficult. There's not really a way to 100% discern what it is.
Unless you could compel the spirit to tell us what it is and where it is?
No, to compel them, you need its fetter.
Oh,
you need
okay.
what tethers it to the world.
Okay.
Which, if they summoned it, they need basically to create one to do that. So they would have it in their possession.
That's a positive.
Would they need to stay close for it to work?
They would probably keep it on them, if I had to guess. It's safer that way.
Yes, but would they need to be nearby the Wraith for the hold to stay? Like, is there a chance they'll be nearby?
You have to threaten it to make them listen to you.
So yes. I would assume it's the one creating our mindless friends.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Which, in and of itself, creates another problem.
And they can last a very long time. So waiting it out won't work.
Right.
And there are a few shapes actually wandering closer to the gate now. And they're zombies as they come forward.
Oh, look, the party's starting. Slowly, but it's starting. And at this point, Rufus will take stock of exactly what is around vehicle-wise.
So, it's the two vehicles you brought. The one Charlotte sent looks to be just like a nice standard car, nothing special to it. There's some cars on the streets. There's a truck not dissimilar to Rufus's van, not super far away, but there's a lot of just cars kind of parked within the block or two. Uriel, I would like you to just give me a charisma and persuasion.
Let's see what we got. Probably not going to go great. Charisma is definitely not one of my better stats, but we'll see what we get. Yeah, gonna burn another willpower to reroll that. Three successes.
So you, as the zombies start coming forward, you get a message. And it says he's asking why very specifically you need it. Can you talk?
Yes.
Your phone rings
Maybe.
immediately. And you hear Leon. Why do you want the knife?
Quinn said it would be helpful, and we're dealing with a wraith, and we don't know where the tether is. Probably in the hands of the Sabbat.
Quinn will speak up. Fetter.
Better. Sorry.
I see. That's the only way. What is going on?
We have a zombie outbreak at this name of the cemetery. We're trying to get to the heart of things before it gets worse. And we're currently at the cemetery, and they're coming towards us, and there's a wraith at the back of the cemetery. Would it be more helpful if you spoke to Quinn? I can put him on if you want.
Send Evelyn your location. And he'll pass the phone back. Sounds like I'm coming to deliver it.
I'm genuinely surprised, but incredibly grateful.
I'll come with directions.
Okay. Here's our location. Be careful, there's zombies everywhere, and I can't guarantee how safe it'll be when you get here.
Sure. And at this point, the zombies are coming up to you on the gate.
Yep. I can't believe that actually worked. Evelyn's on her way with the knife.
Right. Get ready.
Yes. Here we go.
So there is a small group of them. It's not just one or two. They are getting within melee range, so what would you all like to do?
Open fire at the ones nearest, I guess?
Okay.
Yes.
So
I'm just
go
going to be
ahead.
doing some punching.
Oh, you're punching? Okay, well,
Because Liam does not have a silenced weapon.
we will get to you in a moment with the rest of the melee. Is that no, not Alex? What am I looking for? So yeah, we'll get to you in a moment. So everyone give me your firearms rolls.
I got one and I can't reroll anything.
Oof.
3.
Three. Okay. Your Toreador friend only got one as well. For ease of things, I'm not going to give them dodges for this one. All right, so Rufus, you and oh my god, what did I give them their name? Celine? Casey.
Casey.
Yep. Shoot the same one. So, William, give me yours and then I'll run through the melee on everyone else's.
I'm burning willpower.
Okay.
Well, nothing. Only one success.
One?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, I forgot to do Quinn's. My bad. Let's see. Quinn got 2. Quinn shot as well. Okay. Maybe we don't have a bot I could just roll on for this.
I can make this happen.
There are bots.
Right. So one of the zombies looking like it took some damage so far. There's 4 of them currently. Alex did not do good. Okay. There are 2 that are looking worse than the others. Oh, I forgot Mike.
I did too. It's okay.
No, you can't forget Mike.
Ooh, God, Mike, why you do so bad? His blow just glances off. So time for their turn to attack. Boy, mass combat is fun for me here. Let's see. How fun. So, did you guys look up zombies through the week?
Didn't need to. They suck.
They hit hard. Alex takes a good hit and look like they are hurt. Don't mind me, just rolling so many dice. Oh. Hunter gets hit as well. Oh no. Wait, that's not good.
I assume Mike got hit pretty hard as well.
I crit. Peter
Okay, well,
got hit with a 7.
oh, that's not good.
No, it's not. And what's one more? Because there's 4.
Yeah.
Fine. Alex by far is looking the worst off currently. Okay, so top the round.
Yeah, Rufus is gonna fire off another shot as he moves to the truck that is close by. That seems like it's about the same as his.
Yeah, that's good. Give me your shot.
I got one with a burned willpower.
Oh no. That's fine. You aim for one of the more damaged ones. Uriel as well.
Yes. Let me. That is 2 successes on that one.
Okay. It's looking hurt. Let's hope that Casey here can finish that one off. Please. Close. Close. Okay. Surface, you get to the truck as everyone else starts attacking now. And everyone else is gonna... Several of them are gonna activate feral weapons.
This is fun.
Is it? Watching me do all the dice rolls?
No, the feral weapons part.
Yes. Yes. This is the good part. No one really understood how hard they hit at first.
I'm just picturing a whole group of Wolverines just...
I mean, somewhat. With Alex and Hunter, sure. But Peter's is a little bit creepier. His fingers just like grow super like bony and skinny and claws. So go ahead and give me yours, William.
Four successes.
Good. You take one down. Yeah. Down a zombie. Yeah. Go, Peter. Holy shit. Remind me, feral weapons adds 2 and is not halved, correct? That's what it was?
I believe so. You would actually know better than me.
Yeah. 7, 8, 9. Yeah, Peter just like wrecked one by himself here. 9 damage to one of them. In the process, almost taking one out almost fully by himself. Oops. Sorry, this is a lot of meters rolling.
It's all good.
Another one is taken out by Alex. Hunter and Alex kind of maul the same one there. And prowess add your potence rating onto brawls, correct?
Correct.
Guess who has that one?
Let's see here. Casey.
No.
No, it's Mike.
Yeah, it's Mike.
I'm sure Mike and Red are built almost the exact same.
I'm not sure. We can compare. Oh, come on, Mike. You rolled like nothing.
Yeah, that's about right.
I will burn a willpower for him. Yeah. Good, I should burn another. See if I can make that 2 crits. Mike takes out another one. There is one staggering left.
Hey, Mike.
Has William actually attacked this round?
Yes.
Out of
Yes.
curiosity. Okay, just want to make sure.
And so yeah, it does like no damage. We'll give this one to Mike. Mike eats the blow from another one. Who would like to do the honors of attempting to end this last one?
Not I, said the car thief.
I shoot.
Okay, what do you do?
Shoot. And yay! 4 on a crit. The curse is broken.
Uriel ends the last one. And all 4 just are crumpled, pulpy piles in the entrance here.
Yep. Rufus is proceeding on with the truck theory.
Okay. So you are attempting to hotwire it?
First have to break into it, assuming it's locked.
It's locked.
Okay.
Go ahead and
Dexterity
give me
and larceny.
Yes.
First attempt is a complete failure.
Ooh,
Cannot
wait.
re-roll anything.
As in, like, none at all?
Correct.
Hang on. Its alarm starts going off.
It's Detroit. It's fine. We'll continue doing what he's trying to do.
Okay.
This time he got 2.
That's enough.
And then we'll first off try to disable the alarm from inside.
Larceny roll again.
I got 1.
He's familiar enough with this type of vehicle.
Yeah, and
So it
then
shuts off.
then the hot wire. Same roll?
Yep.
I assume?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't think of a better one than larceny unless you can.
I got 5 on a messy crit because all I have is blood dice and I got a crit and an extra one.
Well, you certainly got it started.
And it's like an actual pickup truck?
Yeah. It's actually one of those, with the covered back.
Okay.
But it is a pickup.
Yeah. Okay. Teal kind of pop his head up, like, get in, nerds, we got somewhere to go. Not actually. You just get in. We're gonna just take care of this right now.
Everyone piles in.
Hold on to something.
Alex gets in the front because they aren't feeling too great.
Yeah, that's fine. As they start to take off, kind of look over at Alex. How hungry are you?
Not unless I decide to fix this.
It might be worthwhile doing. Nobody's going to judge you for wanting to have a snack of a Hakata.
Yeah, it just was not the time right there.
Right. You don't look very good, and yes.
No. Was one roll for one superficial?
Yes. 3 per aggravated.
Yeah, I just I forget what blood potency 1 does.
1 for 1. Yay.
Yep. You look marginally better.
And then Rufus will unceremoniously drive to what he assumes is the epicenter.
Okay.
Will not care about anything in his way. He'll just straight through.
Give me dexterity. No, I want a strength and drive. Because you are plowing over plots and stones and fences.
So what I'm hearing is give me a strength. Yeah. I mean, he's obviously going to like dodge fences and try to dodge the stones, but if it's a zombie, no.
Give me both rolls, one with dex and one with strength.
Okay. They both came out the same as 1.
Okay.
I couldn't do any better on the strength, so.
No, that's fine. So you managed to not wreck the vehicle.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So you do plow over a couple of zombies. You don't fully take them out, obviously. But you managed to not wreck the vehicle as you're plowing through this. The other 2, would you like to do something?
Lean out the window and shoot at zombies as we pass, I guess?
Okay. Just roll me 4 dice. And tell me how many successes you get.
3.
Someone's going to burn another willpower.
To do what?
Shoot out the car.
Oh, you're not worrying about silenced?
Not right now.
Okay.
Nothing.
So you don't hit anything. But Uriel, you do manage to hit 3 of them. You don't finish them, but you wound them pretty bad. You might have taken one out that was partly ran over. Not too sure. And Quinn will aim and fire as well. He'll hit 2. So you guys are making your way there. And by now the zombies have heard the noise of the vehicle and are all starting to come towards you. Like, you have the attention of the whole place.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
Proceed on.
Okay, give me another dex and drive.
So just X. I got 2.
Better. You managed to make your way onto the road now.
Okay.
So you are driving along. And through the sliding glass that leads into the truck bed where everyone is pretty much piled in, Mike will pop his head through. You want us to jump out here and keep these guys from following you? You've pretty much gathered the whole thing here.
Just don't die.
Sure.
And Rufus will slow down a little bit so they can like actually hop out, but not actually stop.
Would you want anyone to stay back with you?
Quinn.
Obviously, Quinn's staying. Anyone other than Quinn?
Going to let them choose whether or not they want to stay or go.
They would all pop out, I think.
Okay.
Uriel, you get a message. Where are you?
Inward. Just all of the sounds of shooting.
I'm not going in there.
1 sec. And Uriel will pop their head out. Can anyone get to the front and meet Evelyn?
Casey will, yeah, I can go. And they just kind of out.
Yay, blank.
Yep.
Casey is on her way. Here's a description in case you haven't met her. Probably not.
Next time you ask for something, you should probably wait for it.
Yeah, I thought we were. Plans changed. Blame Rufus.
No response. What do you do, Rufus? Do you keep going?
He is looking for where this person is supposed to be.
Okay, so
and then he's going to pull a Ravnos.
You did not know where a person was. Uriel saw a wraith, and that was it.
Right.
So, everyone, give me wits and awareness.
That's a fail.
I got 4.
Five.
Okay. So, William, you recall the vague direction that Uriel had pointed out with the wraith, and it seemed to be coming away from something. And you kind of spot where that was. And Uriel, you do about the same. But you can kind of figure out what road leads that way. So you don't have to go off-roading this time. Unless Rufus wants to.
If there's a clear path, he absolutely will, just to hurry up and try to get this thing taken care of.
There's plots and headstones in the way.
So what I'm hearing is it's not a clear path and just take the road.
It depends on how much you want to push the vehicle. It's already taken some damage.
Let's keep it on the road for half a minute.
Okay. So you continue on. And you do get a message. No one traded numbers with Casey. So you do not get a message.
Nope.
Perfect. Uriel, you get a call from an unknown number.
Hello?
Hey, how far away are you guys? How deep in are you?
Gives a general description of how far in we've made it.
Give me a descriptive headstone near you. And there's
Uh.
a couple unique ones. You can point that out to her.
Pass on the landmarks.
Okay, be there soon.
DHX.
And yeah, they're probably behind you somewhere. But Rufus keeps going. Are you speeding through this? If you're going as fast as you dare, I'll need another check. If you're slowing down, then I won't.
It depends on if Yuri has said anything about Casey coming with the dagger.
Yuri definitely would have said something about Casey coming with the dagger.
Okay, so he will slow down considerably.
Okay. And after 5-10 minutes, Casey comes, like, dead sprint out to you. And kind of, like, doesn't stop in time and just thunk onto the truck. On the driver's side door.
We'll retrieve the dagger. Like, it's fine. I was going to leave it in here in a wrecked state anyway.
Ow.
To hopefully you're not permanently injured.
Not from that. Apparently Leon said that if he doesn't get it back, he's sending this but worse after you.
Then your hands, and hands it to Yuri.
Okay, bye, I'm gonna go get the others. Casey takes off.
Yuri looks terrified and immediately hands it over to Quinn.
I'm not great with knives, but okay, sure. Is anyone good with knives?
Nope.
I have nothing in melee. This is great.
Cool. Okay. So,
Yeah. William has one in melee.
I don't believe wraiths and ghosts can be harmed by most material objects. Do you want the knife, William? Quinn is legitimately asking if anyone is good with weapons.
Not that great, but sure.
Sounds like you're better than everyone else here.
Yes.
Don't use this.
My right. By chance, are they affected at all by holy symbols?
You don't know the rules on that one. Do you?
I don't.
We'll
I
go
assume it would
50-50.
probably. Okay. We'll cover it when we get there.
Heads or
Is
tails,
anybody
James?
averse? Yes. Is anybody averse to said holy symbols or silver here?
I should certainly hope not.
I'm fine with it.
Okay, good. And he'll just like take his out and like it'll be just there.
Okay. Do you floor it?
He's gonna speed up. Yeah.
Hey, give me another check.
I got one.
You hit a couple of things. You hit a pothole and the vehicle sounds like it scrapes dirt.
Oh, I'm sure it's fine.
So yeah, you make it farther in, and you do start seeing things. Everyone give me, not William, wits and awareness plus aspects.
Oh, hey, I got 4 on a messy crit.
You and these
Which
messy crits.
Yeah, which I've been just running off the assumption of I'm still going off of that particular messy crit from last time.
Yes. Yeah, you're getting very determined to get to this person.
Yeah.
That's 6.
You see ghosts moving around now. None of them look like they're outwardly hostile, and they look like they might not fully be here. But something is going on. Something weird is happening.
A lot of activity. I mean, I
That was
can't be entirely surprised, but
That was a large roll. Give me intelligence and occult.
sure thing. Intelligence. Also a very large roll for me. Let me see. Oh, okay. Let me do a little math. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. On a pair of crits.
The veil might be thinning here. They might be doing something to it.
Ooh. Something big's happening.
Here to
So-
share.
Think it's a thinning of the veil.
Oh.
So we
Intently look outside as you say this.
need to go faster. Okay.
We need to be careful, but yes.
Do you realize who's driving?
Yes, which is why I said we need to be careful, but yes.
Right. I don't think you quite understand. Careful in this particular instance is don't die again.
I'll take it.
And we'll speed up faster on straightaways, but anytime he has to turn, he does slow down.
Okay. Quinn will turn back. I think you're right. And that's not good. Lucky for
You have to have a certain
I can fix that.
cool. You have to have a certain level of power to be able to do that, don't you?
That's why I'm worried. That's why it's not good for us.
Okay, good. We're on the same track then.
I can fix it, but it's gonna take a while. Rituals take time.
Which means we need to not be interrupted by zombies.
And it will either go faster if I have the knife, but you guys can't use it then. It bolsters ceremonies.
So if we can find this fetter, if we just destroy it, will the wraith potentially go away?
Yeah. It should.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is hit whoever is doing the ritual with the truck.
If you can.
Provided they're not like holed up in a mausoleum or anything.
Well, put your seatbelt on.
You're not going to get a truck through a doorway.
Do you want to bet?
While they're preoccupied, William, give me wits and awareness.
I'm going to burn in a little willpower. 3.
As they're talking, you see a mausoleum off in the distance. And it looks like the door is open.
The mausoleum has a door open.
Well, look at there. I don't have to get it through the door. I just have to get it through the doorway.
Is it a single door or a double door? Please tell me it's a double door.
The single. So Rufus, you see it. It was pointed out to you. A couple more turns, but then it's a straightaway.
In all seriousness, like, what is it made out of? Like, is it made out of like?
Sort.
Okay, that's what I figured. So it's probably extremely sturdy, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
And probably won't move with a truck hitting it.
Probably not, no.
Okay. So what I'm hearing is, are we going to be approaching the front or the side? On that straightaway.
You will be approaching from the front.
Okay. What is inside this vehicle? Because I do have a plan.
It's fairly empty. There is some leftover fast food containers in the passenger seat.
I just need something to weigh down the gas pedal.
There might be something in the back. There's nothing in the front. And one of you just roll me a d6. Or both of you can roll a d6. That's fine.
3.
One.
William finds something heavy enough. It's looks like they might have done some tile work, and there's a leftover bag of dried, like, powdered grout.
That will work.
It's about half a bag.
Pass it up. Right. He'll stop about, well, after the turn, before the straightaway.
Yeah.
Or after, yeah, that. And kind of line the vehicle up, try to get it as straight as he can on it. And be like, I am so happy that power steering self-corrects and makes it go straight, assuming the alignment's okay. Get out.
Okay.
Uriel doesn't need to be told twice.
And he will kind of ride it about halfway up before jumping out himself and just letting it crash into it.
Okay. Then the front door.
Wherever he can. We'll try to stagger it off so you can still use the door if need be.
Hope for a 6. So close. So close. You can see black smoke starting to come out in front of the car as it smashes into the opening of this building.
Well, that was a try that didn't quite work. And he'll kind of get himself up and dust himself off as everybody else is coming up, I'm sure.
Want to shoot it a few times and hope it explodes?
Theoretically, if the motor's still running, which I don't know if it is, it might catch on fire. It hit pretty hard.
How close are you guys? You're most of you are a ways off. Did you catch up with Rufus, or did Rufus go back to you?
I won't run up to Rufus.
Yeah, Rufus isn't backing off at all.
Okay.
Uriel
So
won't
not
get close, but they'll definitely get closer.
William, go ahead and give me wits and awareness plus your aspects for heightened senses, if you choose to use it here. Uriel, you can give me wits and awareness.
1.
You're not quite sure if you hear the truck still running or something else, but there's a sound.
That is going to be a 4.
You roll really high tonight. You are rolling very high tonight.
Only on that. Only on that.
Only on that? The 7 with a
Yeah.
crit?
Well,
You've been rolling well all night.
only on wits and awareness stuff.
You do hear the engine trying to keep going. So it's probably got a couple of turns until it goes boom.
You have a little bit of time till something happens to it. Maybe?
Okay, well, good. And Rufus will proceed forward.
Quinn is actually on his phone texting. I don't have what I need to fix the veil here, so we're gonna have to get that from Leon.
Anything
That's
we
fair.
can help with?
Unless you happen to have some catgut thread and a goat tallow candle.
Yes,
A
let me
goat-
pull it out of my back pocket.
You asked.
Goat tail candle?
Tallow.
Tallow.
Goat fat.
No.
Somehow I didn't think you'd have those very specific items. Evelyn's gonna have to make another run, but that's probably gonna be another 20 minutes, half an hour before she gets here.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, in the meantime, I'm going to go take care of the immediate issue.
The smoke gets a little bit thicker.
He will continue walking up.
Miriam's going with him.
Uriel?
Uriel's not getting that close when it's smoking that badly.
Finn is hanging back as well. He is not walking up to that one. So, you two are approaching the vehicle. And you hear some shouting from inside. What would you like to do?
Do you need help?
What the hell happened? Where'd this truck come from?
I don't know, just some drunk idiot decided to ditch his truck, apparently.
Who the hell are you?
Who are you?
I asked first.
I work here.
You hear shit very quietly. Probably
William
wouldn't...
put heightened senses to make out the number of voices.
Sure.
Five.
You hear 4 voices.
I'm down there.
Just get a thumbs up. What are you doing in there?
Stupid teenage shit.
How many are in there?
3.
Let me see you guys.
We can't.
Just try to poke your head through the door. I know, like, smoke and stuff like that. I'm just trying to figure out, like... Yeah.
No, those things can catch on fire.
Right. That means don't stay near the door. I got a tow truck coming, I promise.
And you do see one person trying to poke their head up.
What's your name?
Kevin.
What kind of stupid teenage crap are you doing?
I don't know. One of my friends wanted. I don't know.
Leans over to William. There's no chance that you can hear a heartbeat from this far away, is there?
Can William hear a heartbeat?
There are no heartbeats.
I hear nothing.
Look at me again. I want to make sure that you're okay. You are muted.
And they, we're fine. We'll just get this truck out of here.
Rufus is going to attempt to,
Before you do that, I would like you to give me a composure and resolve roll.
Fun fact, I'm actually pretty good at these.
William as well?
Well,
No, just him.
allegedly good at these. 3. And I can actually reroll some of that, so.
You failed. Would you like to reroll?
Yes. Would one more help?
No.
Okay. Cool.
I rolled 6. So, let's see. You rolled, with the willpower roll, you rolled how many?
4.
So, you are unable to act other than in self-defense for a turn unless you spend willpower equal to 2. As this unnatural cold chill runs through you, and you swear you hear this unearthly shriek and scream, and it just petrifies you.
Yeah. Just hang out for a minute.
William, what do you do? What?
The way I'm gonna nudge Rufus, make sure he's okay, because he probably knows that. Kind of locked up.
Yeah, you definitely would notice. But you... Rufus can't move. And then, because this is 2 rounds now, the truck catches on fire. Rufus, you are able to run away, at least. It's not a massive fire yet. That'll take another round or 2. But give me the Rorsch check.
Yeah, I'm running away.
That was unspent willpower, correct?
Yes, equal to, I believe it's 3 base.
Well,
You are both bolting. Uriel and Quinn, 2 of you are far away enough to not be affected quite yet. But you see Rufus and William bolt away.
Well, there goes that.
I'm guessing fire is involved.
Considering that truck just plowed into the side of that mausoleum, I'm not entirely surprised.
I think that was his goal, but then I don't know why he would have walked up to it.
Rob knows.
After the round, he'll actually spend a willpower to like regain his shit.
Okay.
And kind of start walking back toward Yuri and Quinn.
You can all hear screams now. How'd that plan go?
Better than expected.
Why did you go up to it?
I was going to make sure they stayed in there. If they started to try to climb over the truck, I would make them see that the truck was on fire and run back inside.
I see.
Initially, I was just going to, if they all pop their heads out, just make the doorway on fire.
Well, at least it's actually on fire.
Right now, hopefully there was flammables that went inside and they're,
Right. And we have to hope the one that owned the fetter was in there.
True.
Otherwise, we won't be able to find them. Because we'll have no one to question.
It'll be fine. Wouldn't by chance be able to question some of the unliving around here, would we?
I can... might be able to compel them, but again, I don't have the tethers for that. We can always just straight up ask one of them.
Right, that's what I was meaning to suggest.
Yeah, if there's any around right now, we can. And you guys can give me Sense the Unseen roll. Ooh.
I got 6.
Spend a willpower there.
Hey, you cursed me. I only got 1 this time.
At least you didn't get a skull. Like dear old Mr. Dunsern here.
I'm gonna burn a willpower to reroll.
What's the Hakata one? I don't remember.
Morbidity, I believe.
Yeah, he's gotta find out something about death.
Oh yeah, so much better. 2.
Well, there is not any shades immediately around. Actually, let me do one roll real fast. Oh, you both rolled better than 1, right? Actually, so did Quinn. You all see this wraith. And it's near the truck where Rufus was. And it's slowly floating towards you guys.
That's technically good, right? I mean, obviously bad, but technically good, right?
Not really. That one's probably not going to answer. That's the wraith.
Right, but if it's coming from that direction, would say that the fetter's possibly in there.
Maybe. Could be. It could have been patrolling. It could have been told to guard them. Just because it's there doesn't mean its fetter is there. It just means it was told to be there.
See, this is why I don't deal with Oblivion stuff. So, over under on it's focused at me.
It's not. Probably not stuck on a person. A specific person.
Okay. We should probably vacate the immediate premises, right?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Where do you run? Back to the group? Somewhere else?
Honestly, Rufus probably wouldn't run too far away. He'd want to try to keep that mausoleum in sight at the very least.
Okay. Are the rest of you sticking with Rufus, or are you doing something else?
I'm gonna head back, check on the group.
Okay.
Uriel's curious enough that they would stay close-ish to Rufus, but they'd probably give more space between themselves and the Wraith than Rufus might.
I'm gonna run back to the front and see if I can catch Elizabeth. Or not Elizabeth. Evelyn. To see if I can get this going. Do you want the knife with you?
It might be more useful for you as long as we can keep that thing in sight.
Okay. And he'll hold out his hand to William as he and Quinn start walking down the path. Does William hand it over?
Yep.
Okay. So, we will return back to Rufus and Uriel soon. William, you guys are jogging or running back down to the group, and you see a pile of probably zombies. There is quite a few of them there, and everyone's looking much worse for wear. And one person seems to not be there standing.
One of the Thin Bloods or someone else?
Thin Bloods weren't here. Quick scan, you see Alex not standing with everyone.
Think Alex didn't make it?
And Mike will just kind of point down, and Alex looked like they might be in torpor. And Quinn keeps going with the knife. Mike speaks. We stopped them from getting hurt to the point where they would die. They aren't doing too good, though. And Mike looks thoroughly wrecked.
Oh, it's better than being final death.
Yeah. It's a close one. It's a close one. I went down too. He looks at Peter like, that one got me up.
Oh, thank you, Peter.
They all look very bad off.
So I think we got the group that was causing all this. They're trapped in the burning mausoleum right now.
Burning mausoleum? Glad you guys found it, at least. Do we know for sure that this is over?
One thing's possible it's not. Person controlling the Wraith might not even have been in there.
Wait. I don't think we got much of another round in us.
Playing you guys, you look pretty bad.
Yeah. And there's like 8 or 9 bodies there. There was quite a few you guys attracted.
William's going to make his way over to Alex and attempt to wake him up.
Okay. You have to feed them?
Yep. One rouse truck.
Yes. What generation are you?
12.
I believe you have to be, is it equal or above or just above?
Equal or above.
After a moment, Alex does wake up.
William does not get hungrier, by the way. You might want to take a minute. You seem like you got hit pretty bad.
Alex doesn't even try and get up. You just want to go to sleep. Like actual sleep.
We'll get you back to your haven at some point.
Yay. Peter will turn to you. Do you guys need us up there?
No, Rufus and Uriel went off in some other direction. Quinn's getting ready to do a ritual to fix the veil here.
Something is wrong with the veil?
Very thin, apparently.
That's not good. That is not good. And then Peter will turn and face the bodies. Let's see, it's strength and protein. And this, like, he does something. Hard to tell what he's doing. And then a couple of the bodies start to crumble. And there's, like, small vortex of, like, blood and viscera start swirling around him and just, like, sticking and absorbing into him. And he does that a few times, and each time more of the bodies, until nothing is left except, like, little ash and dust smears. He does it 3 times.
Oh, that's cool.
Something like that.
Yeah.
He's like, when you taste something really bad, he's like, ugh. That was disgusting.
I don't even want to guess how long those guys were dead for.
You don't. Right. So, should we go up to the mausoleum or should we stay here?
There is a wraith patrolling around there, so you may want to keep your distance.
Okay. Are you sticking around with us?
Yeah, just to make sure Uriel and Rufus eventually get back.
Okay. And we are going to swap back to Rufus and Uriel. So you guys, William and Quinn, left you guys and they took off. So you guys were roughly staying together, right?
Roughly.
Okay.
Roughly, yeah.
So this shade, it doesn't necessarily have a form per se. It's roughly in the shape of the upper half of a body, but it's wispy and moving and looks like airflow almost. So you guys just want to run, stick around? Like, what would you like to do? It is still moving towards you.
What's the plan?
You remember the old cartoon Scooby-Doo?
Run?
Yes. Preoccupy this thing so it doesn't chase anybody else.
Okay, so run.
Yes. Without getting too far away, assuming that it is only allowed a certain distance away from the mausoleum.
Yes.
So are you guys doing anything to keep its attention?
Honestly, I wouldn't know what to do to keep its attention besides just be there and stay close-ish by.
Okay. So give me dexterity and athletics rolls, unless you can think of something else you would roll instead.
I wish I could justify other things. I got 2.
I also got 2.
Okay.
It can't get much better.
Doesn't really give me a action pool for these things. Oh, there we go. There's goal 3. It was on the other page. It gains so quickly on you guys. Like, it almost looks like you blink or you look away to make sure you're not going to fall over, and it's 10 feet from you. Maybe 15 feet. It is right on top of you.
Okay.
Like, it shot up 20, 30 feet. And who's looking at it? Or who's closer, I suppose I should say.
I feel like that is kind of up to you. Who is it more following? Because I assume Yuri's on one aisle and I'm on the other.
Not that necessarily. Actually, we're going to go with Uriel because you have a very good sense of hearing, don't you?
Yes.
Yes, you do. I would like a composure and resolve roll from you.
Okay. Decent pool, but I don't know, might have been jinxed now. Not too bad. That's gonna be 4. I can reroll if I need to.
Oh, if you can, you want to.
Okay. 6.
Okay. Unfortunately, you still fail, but only by 1. I rolled 7. And you lock up and freeze, just like Rufus did. And you hear shrieks and wails and screams. And it settles somewhere deep in you, a fear. And you can't move for this turn plus 1.
Okay. Rufus.
Well, I'm sorry. You can spend willpower equal to 1 if you want to break that, but it will be this turn you can't move.
So this is going to be dumb, but it's okay. It's very on brand. Rufus, realizing, would try to get into a position where he could get Yuri's attention, and then will use a specific discipline that may or may not come in handy for this particular thing.
Okay.
And it will be Chemistry, which requires a rouse check, so this might be bad.
Yeah.
Yep, it's bad.
Okay.
So we'll create the illusion of fire on the ground, a large fire on the ground in front of Yuri, to attempt to get them to just get the hell out of there.
What's the opposing roll?
So it is manipulation and obfuscate, which is 8 dice for me, which is pretty good.
Okay.
Versus composure and wits. I rolled 6.
This is only going to be contested because you didn't get time to explain. It's just an immediate thing.
This is a reactionary thing from Rufus of, I need to get you out of here.
For sure.
I rolled 4.
Okay, so you fail. And now give me a fire frenzy.
Okay.
Rorschach.
There is a Wait, I have to beat 3, don't I?
Yes.
Okay, there's a very slim chance that I can do that, but let's see. Yeah, no.
You
Gone.
say there's a very slim chance. So when you guys were rolling athletics, I had 3 dice to roll, and I rolled 5. So you failed?
Yeah, I only got 1.
You take off. Rufus, though, where did you put the fire? Directly in front of them?
Yes. Directly in front of them.
So you backpedal and try to take off away from the fire. And the fastest way away from the fire is behind you.
Yeah.
Into the Wraith.
Yeah, he's gonna try to obviously dodge said Wraith and not actually, like, get
I didn't mean
in
you.
contact.
I meant Uriel.
Oh, yes.
Because the fire is directly in front of Uriel. So the fastest way away from it is directly backwards. So, as you backpedal, I don't know, it doesn't say. They can still do damage, right?
I would assume so.
It doesn't have an attack thing on the one that I picked. It has a special ability, but it does give a physical dice pool. I'm assuming it just is a swipe through or something like that.
Yeah, I would assume it's kind of like a brawl type thing.
Yeah.
So it's gonna punch you.
It's gonna... Just a 1. And its arm just, like, swipes through you. And we'll say it is, because I don't know off the top of my head unless you know, Dengle, it is superficial. So it's 1. But it's... its arm passes through you, and it's a chilling cold. Like, it hurts as it passes through you. So you take a superficial damage. And you bolt. You just keep running. Rufus, what do you do?
At this point, since he is at Hunger 4, he is going to keep continuing on. However, he's going to take his little symbol that he has around his neck. It's like, this is my last ditch effort at this point. And he's going to actually start, like, reciting actual scripture.
Okay.
At this thing.
Are you stopping and standing your ground?
He's continuing to move, but is not actually running.
Okay. I would have you do one more roll. One more composure and resolve.
Well, I'm probably going to be frozen.
If you roll.
3.
Do you have willpower to spend?
Not that would help.
How much willpower do you have to spend?
I have 2.
Is that going into aggravated or not going into aggravated?
No, that's not going into aggravated.
Would you like to go into aggravated? Or would you like to freeze? 3.
You would take the aggravated willpower.
3 willpower.
Okay.
To beat it. So that ghostly shriek passes through you again. You're not sure why. It might be the fact that you're reciting, might be what you're holding, might just be pure stubbornness. But you shrug it off this time. And you hold the thing up to the wraith, and it stops.
I guess he's gonna go full preacher mode and like full on sermon with this stuff.
Okay.
And like walk it back, I guess.
It doesn't so much run from you. Give me one more Auspex. Sense the unseen.
I've got 4.
Okay.
With a skull.
That's fine, you win. And you see it start to fade, like it's attempting to shift out, and then it starts floating away. It's not fixated on you anymore.
Just kind of like stand there and look at his situation. Like, I have to get more shoes. This is awful.
You are bleeding. We'll return to Rufus in a moment. Uriel. The immediate fear wears off. You can still see Rufus, but you're not close to him. What would you like to do?
Look around, see if there's anything else nearby to be concerned with, first and foremost. I'm going to very carefully attempt to make my way back towards Rufus.
Okay. You can attempt sense the unseen as well. Just be the 2.
Three.
So it's difficult to see, but the shade is moving back towards the mausoleum. And Rufus, you can see it move in that direction as well.
Is there a fire still going up by the mausoleum?
Oh, yeah. So are you moving towards Rufus? Do you do anything about that, Rufus? And Uriel, what's your hunger at?
Still at 2.
Okay.
We'll let Yuri get within like 10-15 feet, but just stay there, please.
Oh, you need to...
Yeah. Sorry, I just figured that was the easiest way to get you to be able to move.
At this point, probably. My ears are ringing, though.
Good news, apparently it went back home. I don't know if it was a case of this thing or if it was a case of it got bored.
At this point, any sign of Quinn yet?
Speaking of that,
Nope.
We will return to you two shortly. William, you've spent some time with the others for a while. getting everyone cleaned up and things moved and making sure it doesn't look like, a giant masquerade violation happens tonight. And Quinn comes running back up. His arms are full. And he, barely stops to glance at you. Do you follow him or do you stay with everyone else?
Oh.
Okay. So you guys come running up. It takes you a little bit of time. It wasn't a quick run, necessarily. But you do see the fire, smoke in the distance. And, Uriel and Rufus are talking as you guys crest the bridge. You're still a distance off, but you can see them now. Rufus and Uriel, you see Quinn and William coming running up to you.
Oh, good. Well, not good, but good.
Right, you want to take care of them.
Sure.
I'm going to try to fix this without going too far away.
Okay. So Uriel will run up to meet the others.
And Quinn will immediately start questioning, where's the Wraith? What happened? Are you guys okay?
We're fine. Rufus needs a minute to fix something. Wraith went back towards the mausoleum.
Probably a good thing. I'm gonna get set up and start doing this.
You need anything from us?
Make sure nothing comes up. This is gonna take a while.
Fantastic. Gotcha.
What was that?
Got it.
So, he prepares everything. And he doesn't hide what he's doing, necessarily. But he has a large bag of a powder substance that he begins laying out around the area, and you assume this is the first part of it. So that's going to take him a little bit to do. And it will take him roughly 15 minutes to complete the ritual, but it will take him a little bit to walk out the line. So, what would the three of you like to do?
Keep watch, make sure nothing's coming.
Yep, pretty much.
Right, so you're... Okay. Rufus?
Rufus will make sure that there is no mortals in the area, and if there is, he will make them be slightly anemic.
How far are you going? Because there do not appear to be any mortals in the cemetery. Or if there were, they are no longer.
Right. Obviously keeping the mausoleum in sight if there's a way that he can get near a fence to see if there's anybody gawking.
So the mausoleum is not quite centered, but it's not near a fence.
Figured as much. So yeah, he will just purposely try to stay away from the rest of them.
Okay. But you're still staying near Uriel and William.
Yes.
Okay.
We can see each other. It's just I'm actively trying to keep distance.
Okay. And you can also see what Quinn is doing. And you're not quite sure what he's laying out. It is a powder, but you're not quite sure what it is. And he walks a sizable area, but centered around the mausoleum. And it takes him time. He lays it out. And then he begins to go back as close as he dares to the mausoleum itself. Uriel and William, how close are you to him? How close do you get?
Give him about 15, 20 feet. Close enough so that we're there to respond if something goes wrong, but still far enough away to give him space to do his thing.
Okay. Are you paying attention to the ritual itself, or are you just looking outwards?
Glancing at the ritual occasionally, but mostly looking outwards.
Uriel should not be paying as much attention to the ritual as they are, but you know they are.
Okay. William, I would like you to give me what's an awareness. Okay. So you keep an eye out. You don't see anything moving. As you were leaving the others, they were going around and looking for any stragglers that didn't get caught up in the immediate thing. So you think you see some of them moving, but nothing is close. Uriel, you see him pull a needle. He does something with it and then starts carving runes in the candle. And does something, pulls it out, and there's a thread attached to it, and it looks like it's under the skin of his thumb. It's kind of gross. And he does other things with the candles, and then it starts burning. And you guys get uncomfortably warm, actually. It just feels like it's heavier and getting warmer. So let's see. Resolve. Oops. What was here? 3. Study. Mm-hmm. Sorry. Okay, well that worked. That's better. Much better. And after 10 minutes past, that warmth starts to recede, and it doesn't feel as creepy. It reminds you much less of Leon's cemetery than it did previously. And after the next 5 minutes, that warmth eases up, and that heavy, normal feeling has returned, and nothing has come to bother you. He has successfully knitted that part of the veil.
I felt weird.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Palpable shift in energy. Very interesting. Probably very dangerous to attempt.
Yeah, something like that.
Any sign of the Wraith?
No, and that's a good thing. It shouldn't be able to pass back over.
Okay.
So you guys... Quinn will start to go to rejoin the others. Would you join him?
Should we double... Is the car still on fire at this point? I want to make sure that the people in the mausoleum are like actually not going to walk walk back out of the mausoleum.
It's very much on fire.
Okay, so we're not getting close to that. Nope. Not gonna happen. Yeah, walk
And there is
back.
smoke billowing out from the inside. So something happened in there.
We are walking back out.
Mission accomplished.
Sort of. Hopefully, maybe. Hey, we didn't get to find out who was doing all that.
There's about 4 people in there.
Yeah, that doesn't answer the who.
Come here, they're dead.
Yeah, and we need to know if someone is going to try some stupid shit like that again.
Most likely they are.
So Uriel and William, do you start making your way back towards where the others were?
Yep.
Rufus, what are you doing?
Walking toward the closest fence that he can get to.
Okay. So they're going one way and you've split off.
Yes.
Okay. So it is pushing into the early morning. You guys have some time left, but it's been a very long night for all of you. Uriel and William, you meet up with the others. You see what happened before. They are not looking good. But no one is seemingly not moving. They are all up and about. Worse for wear, but up and about. Mike will turn to you, the 3 of you, with Quinn. Did you guys do it?
Yes.
And Quinn will explain. And then Mike will. Thank God. We should get going. Where's the truck?
On fire in the mausoleum.
Oh, right. You said that, I think.
Yep.
Cool. We have the other ones. Hopefully nothing's gonna come and bite us, but we don't really have cleanup time right now.
Fortunately not.
Hopefully someone has some ghouls to take care of that. I'm sure we'll figure it out. And everyone begins to walk towards the front. You two get to the van and Rufus is not there.
Give him a call.
He'll answer.
How are things looking out there?
Figure I'm probably not in a state to be near others right now. Taking
Tell
care
him he
of that
still has the
personally.
keys.
We're by the van right now.
Right, there's a spare. It's inside, so hopefully somebody can pick the lock. It's underneath the bed.
Okay. Would you like us to come grab you once you're done doing whatever you're doing?
I'll have Bill grab me. Go ahead and take the vehicle wherever it is that you need.
We'll leaving the spot last time.
All right. Just make sure it gets locked again, please.
Yep, no problem.
All right, so go ahead and give me Dex and Larceny. Or would you like one of the others to attempt the roll?
I'll give it a try. 2.
I think that's enough. You can get in, and you don't set off any alarms. Then you find the keys. Alex is absolutely going with you this time. And so is Hunter and Casey will take the others back to where they need to go. Mike is also with you. And you drop them off. Some small talk is made. Is there anything you two would like to do before the end of the evening? Or before the day comes?
I'll give him set.
Okay. Uriel?
I think we are good for now. Probably have to do some things when we wake up, but for now,
Okay.
just go to sleep.
All right. So, you two settle in for your day sleep. And you fall into that slumber. Rufus, you started making your way to the streets. I assume
Yes,
you're looking for someone to feed on?
Actually, he's going to call Bill
Okay.
or Buck or whatever you want to call him.
He goes by Bill, but he doesn't care what you call him. He'll pick up.
I need a ride.
Sounds a
I
little
also
tired,
need
but-
another. I also need another favor, and it's a big ask.
That's fine. Where are you?
We'll give the name of the cemetery.
Okay. I can be there soon.
When you get here, I'm going to be in a certain state. I will, and I don't like to do this, but necessity breeds circumstance. I need to grab a bite to eat.
You want me to pick someone up, or are you asking from me?
Just you. It's the quickest, easiest, most convenient way.
Can't say I'm exactly a fan, but it's not like you do this often, so sure.
Right. Now, if I start to take too much, I need you to do everything in your power to get me off of you. You understand that?
Oh, you're in a bad state.
Yes, I'm also not exceedingly strong for, well, us. So I feel like there's a chance that you can actually fight me off.
You think you can wait until we're not in the car?
Bring a tarp.
Okay,
I'll be riding in the trunk.
gotcha.
You'll understand when you get here.
And about 10-15 minutes later, he does. Looks like it'll be maybe a tight squeeze, but there is a tarp back there. And as he sees you, oh, that looks rough.
It's inconvenient.
I'll ask later.
That I will explain later.
And so he will actually bring you to the house that he's staying at.
Yeah.
And will offer a wrist once you guys get into the house.
We'll take minimal from him.
Are you just doing one or two? He's a ghoul, so 2
we'll-
isn't going to affect him hugely.
All right, we'll just take 1 from him.
Okay.
We'll worry about the rest tomorrow.
Okay. So give me. You have just aggravated willpower left, right?
Yep.
Give me that roll.
Which one is that?
I just want you to roll the non-aggravated willpower. It's going to be very difficult with it being superficial damage willpower, but I will give you somewhat of a chance.
3.
I was hoping for 4. So you drink and can't really find it in yourself to pull away. I will allow you to take another aggravated willpower to pull away, or you can have him fight you off.
Let's see how he does fighting me off.
Okay.
I can't justify another aggravated, not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's gonna be rough to clear those up.
Yeah. So what is my roll that I need to make?
There's rules for bite damage. I don't remember what it is. I believe it's -1 or 2 dice off of melee.
Okay. Oh, okay, cool. So if it's
So, like-
-1, technically speaking, I have 0.
Yeah, just roll
Oh,
1.
I'll roll the 1 die. How about that? It's a fail.
You get bopped in the head with a fist a couple of times, and your jaws release.
Thank you.
Can't say I look forward to doing it.
Can't say that I look forward to doing that again ever.
Thanks for not draining me.
Thanks for not being a wimp.
Right. Are you staying here today?
That would probably be best. I need to take a shower.
Yeah. Bathroom's over there. Basement's there. Do you want blankets?
Honestly, it doesn't do any good to cover up a dead body, so
Good, because I don't have extra right now.
right. Again, thank you.
Yeah. And you might want to hurry.
Yep. And we'll not actually bathe, but just like get it off of him.
Quick
Throw
scrub
his
down.
shoes. Yeah, throw his shoes in a trash bag and his socks in a trash bag. If the rest of his clothes are covered, he'll throw them in a trash bag as well.
Maybe not covered, but they're not pristine.
Yeah, well, trash bag they go. And cares absolutely zero and just kind of walks down stark naked.
Okay.
And we'll just, yeah.
As you start to lay down and position yourself, like mid-movement, you fade off. And that is the game. Some announcements. Thank you for sticking with us over this. We have a link tree where you can find all of our social media links. It would be fantastic if you like, comment, subscribe, follow, the whole 9 yards. You know, everyone knows the drill. It'd be fantastic if you could help and do Patreon. Not a big deal if you can't. Times are tough. We understand. And please only like, comment, subscribe, all that if you actually enjoy. If you don't enjoy it, maybe let us know what you don't like about it. What you think we could do better. What you might think we could change to do better. We would love some feedback, whether good or what's the word?
Constructive.
Yes, that word. Constructively. I'm blanking on anything else.
Also, if you want dice, we have a link to dicelegion.com. They will give you a discount if you use our link. They've got a bunch of cool stuff.
Yes. That. I do think that's it, right?
I believe so for the game.
Okay. So we'll have a post-games talk if you'd like to stick around. If not, not a big deal. There will be spoilers ahead. So thank you for joining us. Hopefully you enjoyed it. It was a fun one to run. Hopefully it was a fun one to play for everyone. Definitely a bit different than our usual. So, to post games.
Potential spoilers ahead. Beware.
Yes. Spoiler time. What do you guys think?
I enjoyed it. I don't know about anybody else, but I enjoyed it.
I had fun. Thought for sure we're going to lose someone.
It got close. It got close. Alex. I did a couple of 3-and-out rolls. And Alex did not do good. But no one actually died this time, which was, I was shocked, honestly. That was good. William's got a bond starting with Alex, so that's interesting.
Yeah. Don't let Rufus find out, because Rufus will have problems with it.
Mike's
We don't
got a
probably more than
bond.
likely lined out, but right out.
Yeah.
Mike's got a bond started with Peter.
That's
That one I'm
probably
not
gonna
worried about.
that's probably gonna get overwritten as soon as he gets back to King, let's be honest.
Nope.
Nope. But there's other things that are more important for King right now.
King can't keep him bonded.
Rip.
But I'm sure Peter probably isn't gonna re-up on it.
Oh, no.
He'd-
Above table, he wouldn't.
He doesn't
Peter
have a
doesn't
reason.
strike me as the type, no.
Are you kidding me? Not after what Kat does to her people?
Yeah.
Thoughts, questions, comments?
I've got bunches of comments.
Okay.
Mostly dealing with my rolling.
What about it?
It's awful.
I know the feeling.
Except for when it matters, then it's not.
I mean, at least you have that, right?
Yeah, like, I need to break into a truck. Done. Need to hotwire said truck. Done. Need to drive through the damn cemetery. Okay, you're fine. need to pass a rouse check to make Yuri not die. No.
Yeah. Oh, that wraith was fun.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm a little surprised that you didn't have the Wraith screw with Yuri a little bit more, considering their backstory.
I thought about it, but it didn't seem appropriate in that moment. That will come. Don't worry.
Oh yeah, no, I know I'm tempting fate by even asking. Oh shoot, it's almost 1 o'clock.
Yeah, that's why I wrapped up the
Anything
game
we
when I
need-
did.
Yeah. Anything we need to talk about before Thursday before I head off to bed? I know we're starting a new thing, or at least we're supposed to be.
Not actually starting that. It will be housekeeping.
It's been
That's
about
fun.
a month, I think, so we need to deal with Mr. Military.
Tough. Among other things, but yeah.
Okay. Anything I need to plan to have ready by the time we get there?
I will talk to you all about exactly what's going to go on
Okie dokie.
as a group.
Okay.
Okie dokie. If that's it, then I'm going to head off to bed because I have work in the morning.
Have a
Good
good night.
night.
Adios.
Would you two like to continue with post games, or
Yeah. I feel like there's enough that we could talk about.
Give me
Stuff
just
that
a
I'm
moment.
curious about.
to use the bathroom? And I will be right back.
I
don't think I
really
got-
need. Go ahead.
I don't think I got to roll more than 5 dice today.
Oh, that's fine. If I didn't have the blood potency that I have with the power bonus to active pools, I wouldn't have been able to roll more than 6. Most of the time, I was rolling 3 or 4. So that's fun. I feel like a larceny dot is in order, though.
Yeah, seems like it.
That was majority of what I was trying to figure out as to we've done a lot of those. Which one makes natural sense?
I am back.
Yes. And I assume that you heard what I said?
Mhm.
Yeah. So that's what I'll be spending
Not a
6
problem.
experience on.
All good. I'm debating giving out 2 experience tonight for each of you, plus a bonus one for later. Just because a lot happened tonight and everyone was really, really active in doing things. So go ahead and take 2 experience for tonight. I'll let Buttons know.
Okay. I still have 3. Yay! I might actually get a dot and drive too then.
The tracks after tonight.
Yeah, it does. I'll go ahead and do that.
Okay.
So now I have 0.
Oh, good.
But it's fine because it helps in the long run.
Yeah. I mean, everyone's doing pretty good so far with the bonus stuff, which will come after the weekends.
I was fully ready to roll Charisman's performance sermons, by the way.
I was going to have you, but I was keeping a countdown from when the fire started.
Okay.
And it lined up nicely enough with that I felt like that would be fantastic and maybe make Rufus question things more. So it just worked out so well.
He's just chalking it up to I'm awesome. And it got scared.
If that's what it chalks up to, that's fine.
It would have been 5 dice. 3 of which are charisma.
Yeah, I wasn't fully sure how I was going to run tonight with the Wraith, but
I think you did a fine job.
Yeah. I was so happy when everyone else broke away.
Yeah. I figured that's why you were like, hey, do you want us to jump out? I was like, I'm not going to make you stay if you don't want to.
Little bit, yeah. I would have, and I probably would have simplified the roles a little bit more for any subsequent rounds. But
we had also talked about kind of the general idea of what you were going to try to do with those, because everybody knew it was coming, so it's not like it was a spoiler or anything.
Everyone what?
Everybody knew it was coming, of like the zombie fight and all that fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So it was one of those. It wasn't really a spoiler.
No.
They're going to be taking care of this. You're going to be taking care of that. I know what I did wasn't necessarily in your plans to like go that route, but
it's fine. It was hilarious.
It seemed in character for him.
Absolutely, it was. It absolutely was. I had four little NPCs wrote out.
Right. And we were already hurt, so Rufus made the executive decision of, no, we're not going in there.
That's fine. You want to know the big one that you killed? Where did I put him?
Kinda.
Let's see.
That's actually what my question was going to be. So if we got the big one.
Shit. You did. You got the one breaking the veil. He's here. He had some interesting... He had 4 dots in Oblivion. And 5 ceremonies.
So happy we didn't mess with that.
Binding Fetter, Where the Veil Thins, Aura of Decay, and Necrotic Plague. Summon Spirit, Compel Spirit, Shambling Hordes, Split the Shroud, and Bind the Spirit.
Yeah. So happy we didn't go in there.
The other ones were just regular, generic built Hakata. But this one would have been quite difficult. Because that Wraith would have absolutely done everything in its power to defend him.
Yeah.
And I posted the Wraith, and it was not a fun one. For you guys. Fun one for me.
Yeah.
I was rolling 8 dice every time it tried to paralyze you.
Yeah. I have 6. I could have gotten 8 if I wanted to rouse, but I didn't.
Yeah. Yep. So I think we need to talk about aggravated willpower for a minute here.
Yep.
I believe rules is written how you handle that is dealing with your touchstone.
Yes. Which a couple of them are kind of difficult for me to deal with, one not so much.
Yep.
And the one that's not so much that I can deal with, I absolutely 100% have a plan to talk to them anyway.
Yes. So fun. I need to talk to Buttons about her aggravated damage, because I think she's into aggravated.
Not 100% sure on that.
Maybe not. I thought that's what she said. Oh no, she's not into aggravated. She's probably very close.
Yeah. Fun
You
times,
are the
though.
first one in all of our games to hit aggravated willpower.
Well, Gladys has, but
In our
yeah.
vampire games,
Yeah.
where it's special how you have to take care of it.
Yep.
I don't know how you take care of it in Hunter, actually.
Technically, it's the same way, but making it for just your humans, you don't have to do all that extra.
Oh, well, I had her go deal with her touchstone anyway.
Right, but
I mean, not knowing, that's what I ended up doing anyway. Oh well.
yeah. That's
It
the
makes
good thing
sense,
about
though.
yeah, that's the good thing about World of Darkness is they tend to keep the rules semi-standardized.
Yeah. I like how we're doing it, where humans are much more breakable, but also much more malleable mentally,
Yes.
and can recover things by themselves, where Kindred can't, because they have the beast clawing at them.
Right.
I like it.
So yeah, Officer Robinson will be getting a very thorough talk. And will absolutely be testing her faith because, yes.
Yeah.
And I believe,
interesting.
if I'm not mistaken, that is actually the conviction that is tied to her as well.
I do believe it is, yes.
So you are nothing without your faith, which, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see how broad spectrum faith can actually become in definition.
Yeah. She'll be getting a sheet soon, I think. That way you're fine.
Yeah, just hope that the clan says ghoul rather than mortal.
We'll see. She's getting built as immortal first.
Right, and not a whole lot will change. Realistically.
No. Maybe just a awe or daunt.
Right, I've got awe, so if she wants daunt, she can have it. Doesn't have to necessarily be the one that I pick.
No, I don't think it does. She would definitely take daunt.
I can see that.
Are you kidding? That would help so much.
Yes, as a police officer.
Oh yeah.
Get on the damn ground, okay.
Yeah, pretty much. Did you have any other questions then?
I do not.
How long did it take people to realize that one of the mausoleums was burning?
For the morning?
Yeah.
Not super long, because the groundskeepers tend to get there pretty early.
Yeah, that's what I was banking on walking to the fence, not gonna lie.
Not that early.
Yeah.
I was gonna say they're gonna get there between 4 and 6. And you guys weren't quite pushing 4 in the morning yet?
Yeah.
But what a long night.
Yep. So one last question about said mausoleum. Was it just the 4 in there, or were there actually like other bodies in there that weren't?
Oh,
living
there was a
anymore?
lot of bodies in there. So, shambling hordes, you have to have a sacrifice, like one living sacrifice that you kill for every zombie you raise, and each round of zombies raised can raise equal to your dots in Oblivion.
Okay.
There was a lot of bodies in there.
So realistically, the fire might actually help cover up exactly what's going on.
Yeah, the bodies are what caught on fire.
Okay.
And then so did the Kindred.
Good. The Kindred will go away because they naturally do that. The bodies, depending on how hot the fire got.
Oh yeah, you just wait until the news reel coming out the next morning.
Yeah. But it was an effective strategy, so I don't care.
It was. No, it was hilarious and it worked so well. You like completely avoided a very nasty encounter.
Yes.
Like the Hekata themselves weren't going to deal too much damage overall, but the guy would have been attempting to do things with his Oblivion powers. And
Yep.
the Wraith would have been absolutely halting you every step of the way. That really would have been what did it in. If something happened to you guys, it would have been that Wraith making you stop.
Yeah. That was still fun.
I enjoyed it.
I want to know from Nen's point of view, what were you thinking when I was coming up with this plan on the fly?
It's either going to be really cool or end really badly.
Kind of both.
So when the truck hit the mausoleum, and I said roll a, like all night I was using a d6 to decide certain things. If it had rolled a 6, it would have immediately caught fire. You guys got 2 rounds because it hit a 4.
Nice.
So you had 2 rounds, tech-ish, until it clicked to a 6, and then it caught fire.
I'm fine with that.
And then I rolled for the Wraith too, for the Kindred burning, and it was, I think, 4 or 5 is what I rolled, and it was roughly 4 or 5 rounds until it disappeared. So that's how those were decided. It was purely on a d6 roll.
I'm fine with that. I'm just happy everything worked out the way that I was like, yeah, that original plan's not gonna work. So we're gonna do my other plan. Part of me was hoping that they would have done it out in the middle of everything, so I could actually run them over. But this works.
Yeah, but that would have been too easy.
Yeah, that's what I expected. The other.
There was more bodies in there for them to raise as well, by the way.
That's fine.
Meaning they had just finished killing the last person and were in the middle of doing that raise, and it takes 15 minutes. No, it would have taken 20 to 25 minutes for them to raise that.
Well, happy that didn't work.
Yeah, you guys wouldn't want 4 more fresh zombies coming out at you?
No.
But yes, they would raise 4 zombies each time.
So yeah, that was Sometimes I make really dumb plans, but sometimes they work out.
Those are usually the first ones.
Yeah. Something like that.
Now you can't say I don't do combats because I have done mass combat.
True. And I have tried to subvert it as much as I could.
You really have. All of the combats you have tried to subvert so much.
Yes. It's like I know this group is not made to do that. And I don't want to die.
I don't throw them at you that much. And you had plenty of support tonight.
Right, but there was also a lot of things that hit very hard.
Oh boy, did they ever. They got 6 dice each roll.
Yep.
Other questions? Other comments?
Nope.
How much shit's Rufus gonna get from everybody?
Or what?
What happened?
There'll probably be some. Leon's definitely going to be questioning you. Charlotte is definitely going to be questioning you. Those are the only 2 power holders that were really involved. Kat might be questioning you.
And they're
King is
all
gonna
pretty much...
send you a laundry list of things he's been covering up for the past couple of nights.
Yeah. They're all pretty much going to get the, there was a problem, I solved it. I might have burnt some shit down, but it's fixed. There were fucking zombies.
Some of the Thin Bloods might have not made it.
That's unfortunate, however. As long as Chris is not dead.
He's not dead.
But yeah. Rufus is gonna have to go clothes shopping.
Yeah, yes. It's happened twice now.
And he still has the superficial damage.
And 3 hunger. You might wake up again.
Yeah, but that's okay. At least I'm in a basement with concrete floor. Realistically, he probably would have just laid down on the floor.
And you're in your ghoul's haven.
Yeah.
Unless he decides to not let you wake up, you're probably one of the safest places you could be.
Yep. What was going through his head when I was walking through his house naked?
Jesus Christ, what have I got myself into?
That's about fair.
You're gonna wake up with a pile of clothes on top of you. It's okay.
I hope I don't wake up hungry. Huh? Would you like me to make a rouse check now?
I mean, if you want, we can wait.
Oh, Lord.
You're not going to be dressed. The clothes are just going to be, like, on your chest. You might have a pile of pants on your lower half, so he doesn't have to look at it.
Fair.
But, it was, oh god, I thought the Nosferatu was bad.
Yeah. At least I'm beautiful.
That's true, that's true. You're not literally the exact opposite of that.
I'm not stunning, but at least I'm beautiful.
Well, the Nosferatu Bane is only a -2, I think.
Yeah. I got the +1, so.
Still, you're basically the exact... Can you imagine dealing with a naked Nosferatu walking around your house?
No. That'd be awful.
Yeah, it would. Oh, man. Well, if there are no more questions or comments or anything, okay.
And what's up?
Thanks for sticking around post game. Whoever stayed, enjoy whatever time it is, day, night, evening. Enjoy. We hope you come back.